Hey guys, welcome to a Trailers React version of the Film Pundits. My name is Adam Hlavik. I'm going to be your host, and I got a very special guest with me today, our very own Augustine Rios. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing, guys?
So, you excited? Ninja Turtles trailer? What are you? Are you nervous or what?
I'm excited, dude. This, so far, everything I've seen has rocked my core, shall I say? Has altered my universe. I'm being obviously very dramatic here, but it's okay. We're gonna watch this and we're gonna see what's up. I mean,
yeah.
I'm hoping.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I got my fingers crossed that Michael Bay is gonna do something right, but I have no hopes that he's gonna do anything right with this. But who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised.
All right, well, let's take a look. We got 2.5 minutes to watch, so let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
I love the green band.
Surveillance is showing heavy Foot Clan activity.
They're taking hostages.
Let's rock and roll. Go! Woo! This is our city. That's what I'm talking about.
Like shadows in the night.
Yeah. Completely unseen.
What was that?
It's a camera flash. Give me the camera.
Wow, really?
He's doing his Batman voice.
Back off, Rat. Do not say a word about this to anyone. If you do, we will find you.
Yeah, we'll find you. I'm sorry, that came across super creepy, okay? We will find you, though.
My sons, I have trained you your whole lives to protect the city above. But I fear you are not ready for its greatest threat.
We're taking your armor to the next level.
Hey, Megatron.
Shredder.
Sensei!
Sensei, you must stop Shredder. Together, you are stronger than he can ever be.
Let's go save my brothers.
Leo's in trouble!
Come on!
4 turtles, one's fighting a robot samurai.
Why not?
So they're aliens?
No, that's stupid. They're turtles.
Is there anything else we should know about them?
They're ninjas.
Oh no! Where do we start with this, Adam? Give me a target and I will display it.
Well, just first impression from the trailer. First impression.
Okay, first impression is I feel like I've seen this in every Transformers movie already.
Right.
I don't feel like we're seeing anything uniquely Turtles at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It all seems kind of washed with that Michael Bay. I don't want to call it magic because it's not magic. It's just Michael. It's washed with Michael Bay. That's all. That's what I'll leave it as. It doesn't feel special to me at all. At all.
Yeah, that's definitely the impression I get. It just feels like Transformers 5, and Megatron is the Shredder.
Exactly. Okay, can we talk about that Megatron, please? Megatron. Sorry, see, I already that Shredder.
Yeah.
Shredder. Okay. They didn't have to take it so literally.
Yeah.
Shredder can shred you with just 2 blades on the top of his hand, like the cartoon did. He does not need 60 blades popping out of every forearm with blades on the top of his freaking head. It's too much. It's over the top. It's Megatron.
Yeah, I think the most ridiculous part about that is the fact that when he's fighting Splinter, you can see him, he's like shooting out these blades.
Yeah.
And then there's a shot in the trailer when they come back to him.
Exactly. How do they come back?
Yeah, I don't understand. So he's Magneto also?
He's Magneto, apparently. He has magical powers. The great thing about Splinter and Shredder is that they were supposed to be even rivals. Their martial arts skills is the thing that they're supposed to be fighting with, not crazy Transformer magical armor, apparently, that blasts knives everywhere. That's not... That takes away from the original sort of mystique that made me like the Ninja Turtles.
Right, and you've been a Turtles fan, I mean, almost since it started, right?
Yeah. I always had a Ninja Turtles toy growing up. They were my genesis. Like, my parents talk about me and Ninja Turtles like it was my little brother, almost. Everything that I did was what Leonardo would have done as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So and I might sound like, I don't know, like I'm letting my childhood cloud what I'm thinking of, and I might be a little bit biased that way. But at the same time, I feel like they're, with this trailer at least, delineating from key story points that I think make the Turtles great.
Right. Yeah, and if you watch even the last trailer, if you watch them both, Megan Fox doesn't really say much in either trailer.
Right. Let's talk about that now. Megan Fox is a terrible April O'Neil. April O'Neil is supposed to be a strong-willed, never shuts up, does what she can to get the story. She does what she needs to do. She's a badass in the original Ninja Turtles. In this one, it seems like she's just kind of following the Turtles along and keeping her mouth quiet, taking pictures. That's not April O'Neil.
When I think of April, I think of like a Lois Lane who's much more who's much edgier and is definitely more kind of more ballsy.
Right, exactly. Just like in the first original Ninja Turtles movie, when the Foot Clan attacks her, she doesn't take it sitting down. She's not like, and then lays down on the ground. She attacks them. You remember that scene? She attacks them with the freaking purse, and then Casey Jones comes in. But I mean, she still has that kind of attitude, And in this one, let's go over to the Foot Soldiers now. The Foot Soldiers are carrying assault rifles. And they look like they have masks on from the movie 300 Persian.
Yeah.
The Immortals mask from 300. It's just aesthetically, it looks great on film, but I wouldn't call this a Turtles movie. I would call this a Transformers flick with aliens in it.
Right. Yeah, and the big thing that I always think about is when you watch Man of Steel, that movie, even though it's a Zack Snyder movie, it's got Chris Nolan's look all over it. But it's still good enough that it's still a really good story and it's a good movie, so you still accept it for what it is. But this is so Transformers that you just... Why even make it if you're just going to make the same movie you've made 3 times already? Exactly.
He's made this movie before. At this point, it's just going to be a cash cow. That's really what he's doing, is cashing in on people's nostalgia who, I guess, me and you really care about movies and cinema in general.
Well, quality. I think it comes down to we care about quality. And if you take a property from the 80s, no matter how cheesy it is, you have to still respect the property, respect the canon. You can't just go off and do kind of whatever you want with it. I mean, it's one thing to update the Turtles and maybe make them look slightly more modern, but when you give them human facial features, it's kind of odd.
When you make the Turtles 8 feet tall and 300 pounds, how are they going to fit down a sewer? The ninjas are all about stealth. You can't be stealthy when you're 8 feet tall and 300 pounds. I mean, it probably could be if you're a ninja, but these guys... I find it really hard for them to fit down a manhole. The original ninjas were, Leonardo was the tallest one at 5'5", and he had the build of probably like a buff 15-year-old, I would say, right? Like an athletic 15-year-old, I could see them fitting down a manhole cover. Great. But these guys, no. I think the character design is really flawed. And I think they're just going for that stereotypical, what's popular in comic book movies right now.
Right.
Bigger, bulkier, inhuman proportions.
Right, and the same thing goes for the Shredder. I mean, he's huge. He's bigger than the Turtles, and if the Turtles are 8 feet tall, I mean, how big can he be? It's, why can't you just manage it with normal human proportions? Why do you have to make everything so big?
This is what's making me move towards the cash cow thing. He's just wanting to put a spectacle on film. He's expecting people to go in and just watch it and not think about what they're doing, and he already has your $16, so there you go.
Yeah, and
that's all he cares about.
It's kind of surprising to see how many people actually are looking forward to this. I think, at the very least, I think this movie will be entertaining. Mm-hmm. I know we've made the joke plenty of times that this will be the moneymaker that has like a 40% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, probably. Right. I mean, if it's really well received and it does well, then I guess we just have to blame the marketing team for making really bad trailers. But I don't know. It's just when I see that the Turtles have branding on their shells and Michelangelo has tennis shoes and a rocket-powered skateboard.
Exactly.
It's a little too modern for me.
Characters. I know the original characters were all wearing red bandanas. You can only differentiate them from the weapons they were carrying and their personalities, which makes it awesome. They're personality-driven, which makes it story-driven. These guys seem like caricatures on themselves. They're gigantic, they're huge. Donatello has like a computer on his back with like a radar system and electronics. Michelangelo
he's got a 3D GoPro on his back.
Yeah, exactly. Michelangelo has like wayfarers and like puka shells, and he's like this stereotypical surfer dude. Leonardo, you can tell he's going to be the strong silent type. I mean, that's what they're going to do. I think the only redeeming factor right now is Raphael. He looks the coolest. But that's because
I think to me
the lumpy, misshapen faces with the freaking thing.
Right. Yeah. I think what it seems like they definitely tried to do was really embrace the unique characteristics of the characters. So you have Michelangelo, who's very much like this skater, surfer, bro dude. And you have Raphael, who's really like that dark, quiet, silent type who's got a lot of force, the leadership qualities in Leonardo.
Right.
And then Donatello's obviously the techie, but I feel like they took all those qualities and amped them up to like times 10. And I don't really think you needed to. I like the subtlety.
Right. To me, that's a sign of lack of storytelling. You need to compensate by making your characters caricatures of themselves. That just tells me that your story's weak, and it makes me want to watch it a lot less.
Right. And from watching the trailer, you can tell that probably the only redeeming character that may even make this movie worth watching anything is Splinter. Because how can you really mess that up?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I've heard things, though, about Splinter maybe being, I don't know, a little over the top as well. So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, and I think the most interesting thing that's in the trailer is when you see Shredder talking to the big silhouetted guy. And the thing he says to him is, he says, we're going to take your armor to the next level. So
right.
I'm curious what that means for the movie and for the character, like what dynamic that's going to play in.
I'm assuming he's saying to the next level. I'm assuming that guy has an armor similar to what the Shredder originally has on. That he's taking that armor that looks like the original Shredder and just putting it on steroids.
Yeah. The Silver Samurai Shredder.
I know, right? That's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah, and even the mask, it looks like it's almost got like a skull shape to it. It's not like it normally is.
Smooth, like almost, fin-shaped kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just the old guy being nostalgic about freaking how the Turtles used to be, and telling kids to get off my lawn because they don't respect turtles enough. But I feel like it's really taking a turn towards live, flashy spectacle rather than paying an homage to people who are our age who are paying to see the movie and who really love the Turtles.
Right. The other thing too is you can definitely tell that this trailer is made for kids, or this movie. It's almost like a kids movie with even the comedic bits. Yeah, I guess they're funny if you are a kid, but if you're an adult, I mean, it doesn't have that even though that first movie is 20-something years old, it still holds up with that whole technology.
Yeah, it still makes me laugh. The original movie, even though I don't know if they marketed it to kids. Obviously they did because it's a kid's product.
Right.
The writing in the original movie was hilarious. It was funny. The practical gags were funny. I think this movie is deliberately written or just to have very simple punchlines that kids can clearly understand.
Yeah.
To get the parents to take kids to the movies, and it could have been written a lot smarter, but unfortunately it didn't look like it was.
Yeah. So overall consensus, I think we are very mildly optimistic that this will be a good movie.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, that's being generous.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait. It comes out August 8th, so in 3D and 2D. So we'll have to see what the final result looks like. Hopefully we'll go in and watch it, and we're gonna go see it. We'll do a review for it and everything.
I really don't want to, but I will go and watch it with you guys.
Hey, worst case scenario, we'll get to see it for free. So hey.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll see.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed our dissection of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer. Leave us your thoughts and comments on this trailer. How do you feel about it? Do you think it's going to be good? Are you optimistic, or more so optimistic than we are, or are you kind of in agreement with us that it's probably going to implode on itself? Like I said, we're not going to know until August 8th, so we hope that things work out well. But before we go, I want to thank my co-host, Augustine. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at ZombieGuts15, or you can find me on Twitter at ZombieGuts15 as well. And we'll also post, I don't know what my Facebook page is, but you'll find it somewhere down there, I believe.
We'll post it in the show notes below. My name is Adam Hlavik. You can find me on all the social media, just at Adam Hlavik. And if you like our video, be sure to subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time in the next video. Thanks.
Thank you.